Hello to everyone. I am Professor Raja, working as Assistant Professor, EC Department, SNS College of Technology and Autonomous Institution, Coimbatore. In this YouTube video, I am going to discuss about 23 ITT 301 microcontroller and embedded system subject under the Unit 5 application development for the topic elevator controller. Based on my previous YouTube video, if you watch that video means you may get the knowledge about how the intruder alarm system is working and how the embedded system is used in real-time application. Now, this is also one of the real-time application of embedded system, that is the elevator controller. If you go into any shopping mall or any cinema theaters, or if you have visited any multinational hospital, in that a lift is there. So the other name of elevator controller is the lift. So how the lift is working? First, what is the main purpose of lift? The lift is used for bringing a people or bringing a car from one place to the another place. For example, if a patient is in very critical condition, they may not have a situation to move from a ground floor to the third floor. So sometimes we have to use some embedded system application by lifting a patient from first floor to second floor or third floor without interruption of their hands and walking legs. Now we are going to the video. This elevator controller is discussed based on 5 important phases. Now I will give the brief about what is meant by empathize, what is meant by define, what is the use of ideate phase, and how the prototype is considered, and what are the testing cases considered, and some of the applications of the elevator controller also going to be discussed. Now I will give a little nutshell discussion. This main application of elevator are, it is used in residential and commercial buildings for bringing people from ground floor to the whatever the floor at the top. The user feel very comfortable by moving one place to another place. And next, it is used in hospital for emergency priority. Third, it is the high-rise smart building like IoT based monitoring for monitoring the people, counting how much people are coming inside the building, how much people are going outside the building. That is very, very important. And this elevator controller can be discussed based on design thinking alignment with the phases of 5 phases. First phase, empathize phase, why we need to design an elevator controller. Next, what are the challenges that are identified before we want to design a elevator controller. Then we have to provide a good solution by the problem and the solution. Next, we have to provide a design based prototype for a exact design of elevator controller. Either my elevator controller is for designing for 500 kg or my elevator controller is designed for 750 kg. What is the exact definition I need? That must be given in prototype phase. Then third is the test phase. A test phase will provide how we can test our product with the correct condition. First stage and very, very important stage is the empathize stage. We have to understand the need. For example, if you are a passenger that we want to use the elevator means, we have to take the safety, comfortness and accessibility. Then if you are a building owners, then reliability and cost wise we have to make it. Then maintenance team, they have to provide a maintenance with a limited period. Then for society, the energy is very, very considered. For example, if you want to operate the lift every day, there are so much currents are taking, how we can take that current in an efficient way. That is what very, very important. So we have to taking first the previous problem of where we have used in old, that is passenger that they used old lift, delays in lift operating, jerks in lift operating and unsafe stops without knowledge of human, how they stopped, how they opened the door, that all consider before going for elevator controller. Next, we have to minimize the energy usages in this elevator controller. Next phase is the defined space, where we have to provide a proper problem space in this defined goals. The main challenges are multiple floor requires simultaneously, priority handling, that is up and downs requires safety mechanism, that is opening the door, closing the door, overload source, and will it exactly define how much load is happen inside this elevator. Then we have to provide a energy optimization, that is without using lift, how the energies are stored Then emergency protocol, that is sometimes the fire may happen or power cut may happen. That time how the elevator controller is working. So these are given this figure. So first from right to left, safety mechanism is considered for door lock and overload sensor. Then energy optimization is used for ideal states. Then emergency protocol is used for fire and power cut stage. Then emergency and emergency protocol, that is during a power failure what may be happen, during emergency sensors situations what may happen, and if the customers are typing multiple floors simultaneously. For example, in first floor one person is pressing to the fifth floor, and the second floor one person is pressing the seventh floor, means how the lift will taking the decision simultaneously. This all will consider before going to the elevator controller design. Next phase is the very important phase, ideate phase, where we exactly define the problem and we identify the solution. For this solution, what are all the important components need? So here we, as a electronic students, you must give some good suggestion that whatever the design, the input and output components must be decided in a correct way. So the input are the floor buttons, sensor, then the processing is the microcontroller 8051 or ARM Cortex or PIC microcontroller. Then the output is the motor driver, display devices, buzzer or door motors. Then the communication may be defined using a UART or a CAN bus or a wireless monitoring devices. Then finally the safety is made by using emergency brake or overload sensors. Next we have to go for a hardware prototype. This hardware prototype is based on exact design of what the elevator is needed. So this elevator is needed based on the inputs of push button, IR sensors for door and floor detection. The controller may be a PIC microcontroller or ARM board or Arduino board. Then the output devices are from a DC motor plus driver and a LED and a LCD display. And finally the buzzer is used for displaying the output. These elevators are worked based on a 5 voltage or 12 voltage regulated power supply. So this is the mind map where input is given to MCU. MCU will give based on input, output is connected. Next, the final stage is the evaluation metrics for testing the parameter. So the test may be considered for 5 phases. One is the accuracy, that is the correct floor that the elevator will arrive. Response time, it is the minimal waiting response time. Safety, no door movement during motion. Then reliability, continuous operations may be at the continuous stage. Efficiency, they have to work in the very low power consumption and also very load handling capability. So this is the mind map. I have started with the main aim. So bringing lift, car or man to the correct floor. It minimizes the travel time, maximize the passenger comfort for smooth ride in operation. They have to accelerate, decelerate and travel within safe speed. So some classifications of the elevator controller are, tomorrow I have to discuss these topics. Types of control system components, then design thinking activity I discussed. That is how this elevator controller are aligned with the 5 phases of design thinking. So design thinking phases means first we have to provide a empathize part. Empathize parts will clearly identify the need of elevator controller. Define part will tell the problem statement of elevator controller. Ideate part will provide the brainstorm features. Then prototype part will give the embedded system flow. Finally the feedback and improvements are done on a test phase. So these are the puzzles which I plan to solve inside the classroom. So these are the references which I used for this introduction alarm system, also with the elevator controller. Finally, thank you for watching my video. So in this YouTube video, you may know the knowledge about how elevator is working, various types of elevators and applications of elevator discussed. Thank you for watching my video.